it. So looking at Trump, and I haven't followed your views on this, I listened to the Pentagon. They said 92% the middle don't fall, 100% they close the strait. It messes up your recovery, inflation. Trump still did it. And then I'm not a big enemy. I'm not an enemy of Israel. At the same time, I don't want Netanyahu running our policy. Now Netanyahu's people are calling Trump a backstabber because he wants the war to end. What is your view on all of that and the Middle East, and then tying into the Ukraine war that's so dangerous?
Well, Israel is the only, in my experience traveling in the Middle East, well, Israel was for a long time the only really safe, modern, I don't like to use the word civilized, but sort of civilized place in the Middle East. When I would go to Egypt, for example, I was not allowed to go into I wrote a book on Egypt, and I wasn't allowed to go into the streets alone. I'd have minders and all that sort of stuff. And the beauty of Israel was that it was much like being in America. It was much like being in Austin or something like that, a civilized place. And it's still a lot like that. And Israel has a lot at stake. They are being threatened by these Islamic fundamentalists with annihilation. If somebody threatens me with annihilation, I would take it seriously. I wouldn't.
Oh, no doubt.
I wouldn't. I would take it seriously, and if they then do the things that Iran has been doing, I would take it seriously. So I hope it doesn't hurt people's feelings, but I'm totally on Israel's side. Totally. At the same time, I have a great deal of respect for the Arab countries that I do go to, Saudi, UAE.
Very interesting. So I didn't see that coming, that he's on the side of Israel. He's on the side of Israel, then on the side of Russia. So I don't know, how does that work? Anyways, let's not get into that. Let's just keep it rolling here. Let's keep it rolling.
The finest people you can get.
They really are. The UAE really is reforming, and not just in rhetoric. They are 100% stamping out radical Islam and really want to be our partners.
Yes, and they are proper. The UAE people, and not only them, but a few of the other countries, like Qatar and so on, they are very decent, proper, kind people. They don't have hang-ups.
And Saudi Arabia for 20 years has been warning us, so is UAE, stop taking the worst people. Most of them have convictions, and then Germany and people won't extradite them back. They're telling us, don't judge us by these people. Yes. What do you make of the Islamic hordes we've got that are marching and killing and announcing they're taking us over? Where do you see that going?
Well, we've allowed it. We've allowed that kind of thing to happen. It was never allowed before. But now, the movement to sort of give everybody a chance to have their say has allowed, the worst elements to get away with things that they wouldn't have been able to get away with in times gone by. And we are moving back to putting an end to this kind of behavior. And I see a positive future. I wish the bombing of Iran could stop. I wish these people. I have Iranians who plead with me to help us get rid of the monsters in our country. They call them the monsters, these mullahs. And I would just like them to step down and have normal.
Sure. Well, I want to quantify my position on this. Israel has been the underdog surrounded and attacked before, and I believe in Israel's existence. I'm not anti-Israel. My issue is when the Pentagon says Iran is 4,500 times.
I'm sorry, guys. I know that you guys want to hear this more than you want to hear me, but really, how can you say that Israel are the underdogs when Israel literally has the world's most powerful military on their side? That just doesn't make sense. Israel literally has the United States of America by their side by side. So you cannot say that they're the underdogs at all. Israel are freaking strong. Just look at what they're capable of. Look at the way they completely annihilated 40 of Iran's leaders, in one day kind of thing. Really? And you're going to call them underdogs? Stop it.
It's bigger than Gaza. It's more dug in. They won't fall because they're not vertically integrated. They're parallel. and that it's going to be a disaster. Israel knew that. My problem is that Netanyahu's been convicted. He needs a crisis to stay in power, and in the end, this is hurting Israel. The way this is playing out, it's like if I could hit a button and send the mullahs to the Phantom Zone, I'd do it. My concern is that this is worse than Vietnam, and we could get completely sucked into that. That's where I have a concern. And then when I say, hey, I don't want Israel controlling our foreign policy, the Israel lobby comes out, and attacks me, and I'm really concerned about just the overall plan in general. What's your take on that?
I don't think Israel is determining Trump's policy. I think the policy that is being followed has always been America's approach towards Israel, and that they will help Israel in any way they can. Israel is a bastion of civilization in that area.
So then why is it that whenever like Trump does like a fake peace deal, then Israel immediately goes and then attacks to try and sabotage the peace deal? Right. I hear what he's saying though, because America, as powerful as they are, I find it hard to believe that they would succumb to the will of Israel. So could it just be that Israel is like a proxy for America as a way to have America kind of exert their dominance in that region? Could it be? I'm just wondering. That's all.